We're about to get bootylicious. For the first exercise, we are going to need a block and a yoga strap. As I said, you have some alternatives here. So for example, if you have a foam roller but not a block, you can put that between your knees. To set up, we're going to put our feet through the loop of our yoga strap or belt, whatever it is that you have. You want to use the yoga block this way between your knees. And then we want to make sure that that yoga strap is nice and tight. It's above the knees. All right, so before we actually get into targeting all of our glutes, we want to activate them a little bit. So you're going to push out into the belt for about 5 seconds. And then you're going to push into the block for, again, about 5 seconds. We're just going to alternate back and forth about 10 times on each one. Okay, here's the third one, out into the belt and into the block. And here's our fourth one, into the belt and into the block. And 6 into the belt, 6 into the block, 7 into the belt, and 7 into the block. 8 into the belt, 8 into the block. 2 more, 9 into the belt, 9 into the block, 10 into the belt, and 10 into the block. All right, so that concludes the activation of our glute med as well as the hip adductors, the inner thighs. So that's just kind of a nice little added bonus. All right, next we're going to practice the bridge. So before we actually get into the bridge, I want you to think about just squeezing your bottom and then relax. And you want to make sure that your spine stays neutral when you do this. Can you squeeze your bottom without rolling backwards? So we're just squeezing the bottom, keeping our core nice and neutral, our spine neutral. All right, so now we want to come up into our bridge. As you do this, think about keeping the sternum down, the rib cage down. So just coming up a little bit. I'm really thinking about engaging my glutes. Another cue for this is you have a hip crease here on either side. So think about filling that crease, and that will really help you engage your glutes. So again, keeping the sternum down, fill out that hip crease. All right, so I like to distinguish between an exercise bridge and a Pilates bridge and a yoga bridge. So in my mind, the way when I teach, if I say an exercise bridge, I'm talking about just a straight up and a straight down. If I'm talking about a Pilates bridge, then I'm going to be rolling segmentally up the spine, and then I'm going to roll segmentally back down. If I'm talking about a yoga bridge, in that case, I'm going to come up, and this is the one where you come up on the top of your shoulders and you're going really high like that. We are not doing that bridge today. Now, you may choose if you want to do an exercise bridge or a Pilates bridge, but either way, I like to do the Pilates bridge because you're going to get the spinal mobility, which is really important. But either way, you're still working your glutes. We're going to do 10 of these. So we're going to call this one number 2 because the first ones are more figuring out what we were doing, what our body's doing. All right, here's number 3. And then coming on down. I hope your glutes are going to get tired by this. 4, and coming down. And honestly, my glutes used to not get tired. Here's 5 until I learned how to keep the sternum down and really extend through that hip crease. And then now my glutes get tired. Coming up. That was 6. All right, 4 left. Here's 7. 3 more to go. And 2 more. Last one. All right, so now I would like for you to grab one of your resistance bands. If you don't have one of these, that's fine. Like I said, you can use this yoga strap and you'll still get resistance. You just won't be able to go as far. So I'm gonna put this on. Now I'm gonna have you take your feet together, knees apart, and we're gonna press 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna add that with the bridge. So we're gonna go out, bridge up, bridge down, and in, and 2, and up, and down, in, and 3, up, down, in, and 4, up, down, in, and 5, up, down, in, and 6, up, down, in, 7, up, down, and almost there, 8, up, down, and in, almost there, 2 more, up, down, and in, last one, and up, and down, and in. Whew. All right, so we're gonna take this off, but don't let it go super far because we are gonna bring it back. We're gonna come around and we're going to do some hip thrusts on the chair. You want to come up with your upper back on the chair. So you want it to be about where that bra line is, right? Okay, getting the shoulder blades on there. You bring your hips behind your head. So we're just gonna go down, up, and 3, up, and 4, and 5, and 5 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. All right, hold it, hold, we're gonna pulse, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Ooh, very nice. So go ahead and come on down to your side. I'm gonna lay on our sides. And my feet are together, my knees are bent. And we're gonna do some clams. So open and close, open and close. As you do this, think about lengthening through the top, lifting your waist up off of the floor. And then we're here. So you can also lift that bottom leg up if you like a little bit. So 10. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna add the opposite direction. Now, there's 2 ways that you can do this. The first way is that just in my clam position here, you're going to lift that foot like this. Option number 2 is, again, if you have a foam roller, my bottom leg is straight and my top leg is forwards with my knee on the foam roller. So I can lift up my foot. and go like this. All right, so let's do 10 of these. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think we should do one more round of the clam and this exercise. I'm gonna push that out of the way. And then here we go, clam. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep that support, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, bringing my foam roller back in or not, depending on what you have available to you. Bottom leg is straight, top leg's on the foam roller. And here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that one's done. Okay, so for my next exercise, your hips on top of the foam roller, and then you're laying down. But if you don't have the foam roller, use a chair, a couch, or whatever you have access to. Let's take a moment to just activate the glutes. So I want you to tuck your toes and extend your knee. So really think about getting that knee straight. You're going to squeeze your glute, your butt muscle, and then you're going to point your foot. See if you can hold it there. And then if you want to lift it a little bit up, you can. All right, so that's 1. Dig the toe in, extend the knee, squeeze the glute, point the foot, lift. That's 2. Tuck the toe, squeeze the knee, squeeze the glute, sweep the toe, lift. That's 3. And tuck and extend, squeeze the glutes, sweep the toe, lift, and down. That's 4. Tuck the toe, extend the knee, point, lift. That's 5. So we have 5 left. So tuck, extend, point, and lift. Tuck, extend, point, and lift. That's 6. Tuck, extend, point, and lift. And then tuck, extend, point, and lift. One more. Tuck, extend, point, lift, and lower. Other side. So tuck the toe, point, tuck the toe, extend your knee, squeeze your glute, sweep the toes, and lift. Again, so tuck, extend the knee, squeeze the glute, and point the toe and lift. Again, tuck the toe, extend the knee, squeeze the glute, point, extend, and down. Here's 4. Extend, squeeze the glute, extend, and tuck the toe, point, and lift. Tuck the toe, extend the knee, squeeze the glute, sweep the floor, lift, and down. Tuck the toe, extend the knee, point, up, and down. And tuck the toe, extend the knee, squeeze the glute, point your foot, and up. I will give you a hint, I think we have about 3 left, that as I want to squeeze my glute, I engage my core at the same time. All right, do 2 more. Extend, and down. Last one. Squeeze that glute, point the foot, lift, and down. All right, so here's part 2. Keeping the knee bent. You're going to take your heel up towards the ceiling. Don't let the foot fall in or out, and don't let your knee go out. I see a lot of people that their knee goes out and then they do this. That's not what we want to do. So heel up, and we're going to pulse 10, 9, slow pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. All right, coming down. Other side. 10, engage your core. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, come on down. Okay, coming up, we are done with the foam roller. All right, last sequence for this booty series. Okay, so you're absolutely welcome to bend your bottom knee, and I will say if you're on a really hard floor, like what I'm laying on is a really hard floor, then you can always put a blanket or something underneath you to help with that. So part 1 in setup is to either bend the knee to make it easier or to straighten the bottom leg to make it harder. Also, you can have your head in your hand, or if you want to add in more of a challenge, you can come up on your elbow. We're going to do a little bit of a Pilates series here. So you want to have your waist up away from the floor, come out of your shoulders. So if you're going to be here, and then you can keep your legs in line, which is the hardest, or you can bring them forwards. So remember, you can bend the knee, more support, straighten the leg, less support, more of a balance challenge. Top leg. You want the knee pointed straight forwards. And so we're going to lift it and we're going to go back, neutral, and down. And here's 9, and back, and neutral, and down, and 8, back, and down, and 7, and back, and down, and 6, back, and down, and 5, back, down, and 4, back, down, and 3, back, and down, and 2, back, and down, and 1, and back, and down. All right, part 2, we're gonna bring the top leg up. This I find to be harder, or you can do it this way. But personally, whenever I bring this leg forwards on top of the bottom leg, that's when I feel even more of a challenge. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and come down. And then again, the bottom leg is straight. And we're going to flex the foot. And we're going to lift in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. All right, going back to the top leg. I'm gonna come back up on my elbow here. So we're gonna do front to back here. So you're gonna lift and you're gonna flex to the front and point to the back. And flex, we're gonna do 8 of these and point to the back. And 3, and back. Hold your core. 4, and back. And 5, and back. And 6, and back, and 7, and back, and 8, and back. Now we're gonna bicycle. So we're gonna bicycle front, take it to the back. 5 bicycles front, and take it to the back. And bicycle front, take it to the back. 2 more, and take it to the back. And last one, take it to the back. Now reverse. So scoop forwards, point your foot, take it to the back. And 4 more, bend your knee, take it back. 3 more, and bend your knee, take it back. And 2, bend your knee, take it back. Last 1, and bend your knee, and take it back. Nice. Whew, we're done with that side. Coming to the opposite side. Okay. So, to start with, we have, again, you can bend the bottom leg if you would like, or straighten it to make it more challenging. In line with your body, or slightly to the front. All right, so this leg, we go up, back, front, down, and up, and back, and front, and down, and 3, and back, and front, down, and 4, and back. Stay on the shoulder, front, and down, and 5, and back, front, down, 6, back, front, down, and 7, back, front, down, 8, back, front, down. 2 more, 9, back, front, down, and 10, back, front, and down. Woo. All right, I'm gonna come down onto my elbow. All right, the front leg comes out to the front, however you want to do it. You could also, FYI, go like this for this top leg. You can do just whatever really makes sense for you. All right, so here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay. All right, coming back up on my elbow. Again, you can stay down. Put your head in your hand. That's totally fine. All right, so front to back. Here we go. We're gonna lift. We go front, point to the back. 8 of these. Here's 2. Point to the back. And here's 3. And point to the back. And 4. Point to the back. And 5. Point to the back. And 6. Point to the back. And 7. Point to the back. 8. Point to the back. 9. Point to the back. 10. Point to the back. Oh, that was it. All right, so now we're gonna do the bicycle. So we bicycle to the front, take it to the back. Bicycle front, take it to the back. Bicycle front, take it to the back. 2 more. Bicycle front, take it to the back. Trying to stay nice and stable. And take it to the back, reverse, and front. Bicycle back, and front. Bicycle back, and front. Bicycle back. 2 more. Front. Bicycle back, and last one. And bicycle back. Oh, all right. So, if you are sore and tight and tired after this exercise, I highly suggest checking out the pigeon series video. Until next time, thanks for joining me.